Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'm going to show you how I traded this past week and break down the key trades step by step. So, let's dive right into it. These are the two trades I took on Monday. For the first trade, the price clearly rejected the resistance zone. I waited patiently for the pattern to break, and once it did, I entered the trade right after the 15-minute candle closed. The trade hit the target within just a single 15-minute candle. Now let's move to the second trade. For this one, I waited and observed how the price reacted. The price slowly pulled back to a key level, so I closely watched for a reversal confirmation. Once I got a clear signal that the price was rejecting the key level, I entered the trade. I placed my stop loss just above the recent high and patiently waited for the targets. First, it hit TP1, then consolidated around the entry level. After that, the price started to drop further and eventually hit all my target levels. Another great trade for the day. From these two trades, I managed to secure a total of 352 pips. It was a solid start to the week, and these trades perfectly show the power of patience and price action trading. Watching key levels and waiting for clear confirmations really paid off. Now let's move to the next day, Tuesday. On this day, I took a single trade based on a triangle pattern. I patiently waited for the pattern to form and closely watched for a breakout. Once the breakout happened, I waited for confirmation. The 15-minute candle had to break and close strongly before I entered the trade. After entering, the trade first hit TP1, then slowly reached TP2. It stayed in a consolidation phase for a while, but suddenly broke out again and smashed TP3. It was a great trade that played out perfectly. From this trade, I made a solid 115 pips. It was a well-executed setup, and the patience really paid off. Watching the triangle pattern closely and waiting for that strong confirmation was the key to this successful trade. Let's move on to Wednesday. On this day, I took two trades. The first trade closed at break-even. So now let's focus on the second trade. For this trade, I waited patiently the entire day for a channel pattern to form. Once the breakout happened with a massive 5-minute bearish candle, clearly signaling a trend change, I waited for confirmation before entering the trade. After I entered, the market went into a prolonged consolidation phase. It took approximately 9 hours to finally hit all my target levels. This trade required a lot of patience, but it was worth it in the end. From this trade alone, I made an impressive 126 pips. It was a test of patience with a long consolidation phase, but staying disciplined and trusting the setup really paid off in the end. Let's move on to Thursday. On this day, I took only one trade. From the start of the day, I noticed some bullish momentum, and the price formed a channel pattern. I waited for the pattern to break and show clear confirmation. Finally, the breakout happened and the candle closed strongly bullish. After the breakout, I entered the trade and waited for the target levels. First, it hit TP1 where I booked partial profits. However, the market then entered a prolonged consolidation phase, slowly moved down, and eventually hit the stop-loss level. This trade ended at break-even overall. Now, let's enter the final day of the week, Friday. On this day, I took a total of 5 trades. Let's start with the first one. For this trade, I identified a channel pattern and waited for confirmation. The price started showing bullish momentum at a key zone, and once the breakout happened, I waited for a small retracement before entering the trade. The bullish momentum continued strongly and hit all my target levels. From this trade alone, I made 103 pips. Let's move on to the second trade. For this one, I noticed the price forming a triangle pattern. I patiently waited for the breakout and entered the trade after it broke out. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a fake breakout, and I ended up with a loss of 60 pips. Sometimes trades just don't go as planned, but it's all part of the process. Now, let's move on to the third trade. This trade was based on the same pattern, but this time it broke below. I waited for a clear confirmation before entering the trade and set my target levels. The price moved slowly, but eventually hit all my targets. From this trade, I made 40 pips. Finally, let's go over the fourth and fifth trades. In these two trades, the market took the entry and immediately hit the stop-loss level. The first trade was triggered when the price broke through the resistance zone, but it quickly reversed and hit my stop-loss. After some time, the market gave a breakout at the support zone, and I entered again, but the same thing happened. Price reversed and hit the stop-loss. In total, I ended up with a loss of 150 pips in these two trades. Overall, the day ended with a net loss of 67 pips. Losses are a part of trading, but with a good risk-reward ratio, clean setups, and staying patient and disciplined, long-term profitability is achievable. Let's quickly recap this week's trading performance. Monday, took 2 trades, both hit targets. Total profit, 352 pips. Tuesday, a single trade based on a triangle pattern. Total profit, 115 pips. Wednesday, 2 trades, one closed at break-even, and the other gave a profit of 126 pips. Total profit, 126 pips. Thursday, took 1 trade. Partial profits booked at TP1, but the stop-loss hit later, ending the day at break-even. Total, 0 pips. Friday, took 5 trades. 3 trades ended in losses, while 2 were profitable. Total loss, minus 67 pips. Overall for the week, total profits, 593 pips. Total losses, minus 217 pips. Net profit for the week, 376 pips. It's been a solid week overall, despite a few setbacks. Losses are a natural part of trading, but staying disciplined, patient, and sticking to a clear strategy is what ultimately leads to consistent results. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.